I'd like to welcome now Martyna Wyrzykowska.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you for
Great to have you in
joining
the
us
studio.
today.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Well, we were supposed to show the video that had this commercial that you had prepared to try and encourage younger voters and show younger voters exactly why these local elections are so special and why they should go out and vote and participate in them. But somehow that didn't appear. Meanwhile, we will go ahead and ask you about this. What was the inspiration for you guys to put this spot out?
Yeah, first of all, the spot is available online and all over the country, so I hope that our viewers will be able to watch it. But the inspiration was live, actually, because we believe that young people see the local government as we showed it. It was satirical and it was made to be funny, but I think that it shows how we imagine it. So we think it's old school. We feel it's something that doesn't match our lifestyle and that local politics doesn't concern us as young people, which is absolutely not true. And that is why we've made this campaign, and we are encouraging young people to vote, because this is our main business right now, to care about our closest surrounding.
I think we have the video available. We got some news from our editors, so let's have a quick look at this video that we just spoke about a second ago.
Droga młodzieży, chciałbym wam bardzo
My thanks to our youth for your involvement in politics. Record turnout.
Frekwencja. Do urn poszło więcej kobiet.
More women than men at the ballot box. You've shown us how to fight for your rights.
Walczyć o wasze prawa. Pani Grażyno, wideo proszę.
Roll the video, please. Poland is female, am I right? And a pick for good measure.
Ale wasze prawa to duża
But women's rights are big politics, and this is local administration. We don't want politics here. We won't be looking down your underwear or taking your freedom away. So why don't you sit this one out?
Zostańcie w domu.
Local governments have direct influence on education, healthcare, transit, culture, sports and safety and security. Be sure to vote on April 7th.
So as we looked at the general election, we can see that the youth has power. It's important to go to the voting booths. It's important to have these elections. Do you think that there is a risk, after we had such a great turnout during the general election, to have a slightly smaller turnout for the local ones?
I mean, if there wouldn't be, we wouldn't be making this campaign. So this is what we are afraid of. We think that there is amount of people who might think that they did their job. They voted in the high-profile elections on October, but we don't know if the enthusiasm is still on. Yeah. But that's why we've made this video, and the reach of it and the amount of people who decided to share it shows us that maybe it will be as successful as the previous one. But you know, Jurek Owsiak says that Wielka Orkiestra Świątecznej Pomocy is not about breaking another record. And yet we can't imagine another final without a record. So this is a kind of a situation we are thinking about with elections.
Okay, so for local elections, well, I think an important point to raise is that actually the issues in a local election can affect these young people's lives much more profoundly than, say, a national election, right? It has direct influence on their lives, on what services are available to them, and et cetera, et cetera. But I guess my question is, what is a good turnout number for these local elections in percentage terms?
Yeah, I mean, previous elections in 2018, we had a record, and almost 50% of voters took part in it. So I said that it's not about breaking a record, but
it kind of is.
It kind of is. We are hoping for it, but I can't imagine that we won't be able to go and vote again, because we know that we are powerful. Not only young people, but I mean all of Poles. We feel the power coming from elections. It's our privilege to take part, and I hope we will.
I wanted to take a look at the previous election in comparison to the upcoming one, because I have a sort of a feeling that that was the day when our understanding of democracy in the country and our understanding of having the need to go and vote and make our voices heard definitely changed. Do you think that maybe that general election was actually a key moment and our democracy here in Poland is going to be changed forever?
I am hoping for that, because I am representing the foundation that takes care of sexual education, and education in general is is something that is possible in a society that is aware of its rights, of its needs, and this is kind of the only area we can work. So we are hoping that this is the beginning of an important change, and we want to be a part of it.
When we look at this entire situation and when we focus on the young people, what would you say are some of the most important things that they're looking forward to being changed? Because we know that there was a mention of mental health before, there was housing, there was transportation. Obviously, those are all important issues, but what are the specific ones for the young?
I would definitely say that mental health would be the first one, and this is also the thing we care about a lot, but also physical health, because they are more aware than previous generation, and they know they should be demanding access to free gynecologists, to free exams, and they should be getting it. For example, we as Sex@PL, we have a great campaign about HPV vaccines, and the campaign
such an important subject, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because it prevents us from getting sick, getting a cancer. So it is really, really important, and we have free vaccines for kids. But there are areas in Poland where you can't get the vaccine because there are not spots. So this is...
It's crazy to think about.
It is.
Just the social awareness and access to medical supplies in general.
Yes, but local voting is actually the best way to change it. So we should take it into consideration.
So we're looking excitingly forward to Sunday and to the final.
We're crossing our fingers for another record turnout.
Martyna Wyrzykowska.
50%.
Foundation Sex@.pl. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to speaking to you about your next project.
Yeah, and perhaps after the elections we can have you in and we can look and see exactly what happened and
Hopefully.
And if it
what we
worked.
can build on.
Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.